everyone, welcome to the next installment of 96 Pounds. I know it's been a while, but been super busy, but everything's awesome, family's awesome. Want to share a couple accomplishments with you. So I recently got my purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I got that in November. To refresh your memories, Jiu-Jitsu only has 5 belts. You have white, blue, purple, brown, and black. I got my purple after about 3.5 years. I will probably be a purple for a while because, that's, I guess, ahead of the curve. Remember, if you train 3-4 times a week in Jiu-Jitsu, you'll probably get your black belt in about 10 years. So I'm ahead of the schedule, but I think I'll probably wind up staying here for a while and enjoying the journey. But I also entered a competition before I got my purple belt. So let me back up a little bit. So 96 pounds, where that name come from? It came from the fact that I was 305 pounds, and then I got down to 209 pounds. But what I had to do for this competition, but I walk around at about 220. Okay, and people may say, "Oh my God, 11 pounds, you're going backwards." Nah, not really. I built like a high school cheerleader, one good bowl of pho, and I've gained 10 pounds. But it also comes off in half an hour of running, Anyway, so I fight at 215 because in most jiu-jitsu competitions, 216 is where the unlimited weight class starts. Except for one that I had some friends doing this competition here locally, and that unlimited class for my age bracket starts at 200, and I needed some motivation to get me down to that amount, or 199.99, need some motivation, so I just put a feeler out there, asked people for some pledges for every pound that I lost, and I wound up raising over $1,000 for probably my favorite charity, and that charity I'm going to give a plug out to. It is Brothers in Arms Foundation. So to describe what they do, take Wounded Warrior Project and take Habitat for Humanity and throw them together. They raise money for critically wounded, disabled, and unfortunately deceased veterans and their families. They built houses for them. So it was awesome. It was my pleasure to do so, and it was really a motivating thing because, man, I got down to 198. It was rough, but very well worth it. Anyway, since I'm talking about, military and things like that, I want to talk about a concept that came up from a lieutenant colonel. I believe it was the Army. I'll put a link to this, to his, one of the articles. And then and that same article was spoken to more about, is that English? Who cares? Anyway, by a gentleman who also has a YouTube channel. His YouTube name is Nuttin Fancy, NUTNFANCY, and he goes more into what the Sheepdog Concept is. And it's very appropriate for those people that watch this, people that are trying to lose weight, people trying to get healthy. So here's the basic concept, okay? So the basic concept is this. 3 types of people in the world. You have sheep, you have sheepdogs, and you have wolves. So sheep are people that, they're awesome, they walk around and stuff. They can't necessarily, they need people to protect them, basically, okay? They're the followers. I don't want to use that term because it sounds like you're a lemming or something. That's not necessarily true. But anyway, hopefully you get my point. Then there's the sheepdog. Sheepdogs are protectors. They are people who protect themselves, their families, and look out for other people as well. Okay? And then finally, there are wolves. And wolves hurt other people. And if you really think about it, everybody breaks down into those classes. The interesting thing, though, is that, so nobody likes the wolves, right? I mean, that's just, wolves like wolves, but that's another weird thing. But the other weird thing is that the sheep don't necessarily like the sheepdog. And why is that? Well, by nature, they may be timid people. They just want everything to be cool and calm and not be reminded of the real world. And the sheepdog kind of looks like the wolf. They may have, sharp teeth and claws and things like that. The difference is that the sheepdog would never hurt the sheep, because they know it's their responsibility to take care of them, okay, to protect them from the wolves. So it's a little strange that, the sheep doesn't want to be reminded of the sheepdog or reminded of the wolf. They just, do your job and don't rear your ugly heads. Anyway, so why does that matter in your journey to health? Why does that matter for when you're trying to lose the pounds and get healthier? Well, so that's an external, you might think that's an external argument, right? Are you a sheep or a sheepdog? Okay. But turn that inward. Think about it. Your health. Are you in the position where you're at right now trying to lose weight and you're having a difficult time because you're a sheep as opposed to a sheepdog? Do you wait for other people to tell you what to do? Are you waiting for some government agency to tell you, oh, this food is okay and this food isn't okay? Are you waiting without doing your own research? Are you waiting for people to tell you how to work out and things of that nature? Information is awesome. Get information. Reach out. But are you waiting for other people to tell you what to do? For example, it's Christmas time. There's Christmas parties. I'm supposed to drink. You're being a sheep. Hey, and you know what? I'm not going to tell you that I'm perfect. I love my wine. I love a great glass of wine. But, I consider myself a sheepdog. I have realized after many, many years of selfishness that my job on this earth is to be the best person I can be, help other people, protect my family, protect people the most I can, and just give. Okay? But I got to tell you, I love my wine, and I'm thankful that in my life, I have a sheepdog, my wife. She's the one going, hey, what's going on? You fancy yourself as an athlete, but man, you're throwing down that Cabernet like it's water. She's my sheepdog, and I love her for it. Okay, so without going too much into it, just think about that. I'm not going to get political, but look inwardly, look outwardly. Okay, are you proxying out your health and your safety to people that you may not really know? Other than the fact they're elected officials or they're health gurus or something like that, do some investigation. Be your own sheepdog. Be your own person. Okay? And if you choose not to do that, well, then, you have to live with your own fate. And if that means being an unhealthy, scared person willing to proxy out their lives to somebody else, well, so be it. Anyway, try not to get too political with that. Try not to lose too many viewers based on those things. But again, just do your best to be your own person. And if you're not going to be your own person, do not fault those people that are their own people. Do not inhibit the sheepdog for protecting you. Or become a sheepdog and discover all there is wonderful about life, about taking control and helping the rest of the people, helping humanity and helping mankind. That being said, have a great one, guys. Enjoy the rest of President's Day. And how appropriate is that? Washington and Lincoln's combined celebrated birthdays. Two men that fought for freedom, not to proxy it out to tyrannical government or ill-conceived ideas of what is a man and what is not a man. Anyway, really hoping to get too political. Dig you guys all. Enjoy your journey. Ciao.